What's up, ladies and gentlemen? How's it going? It's Dan here from Cryonoir. So we're going to be doing something a little bit different today. We are going to be watching over an episode of Bad Influence. In fact, I have recently downloaded all of the episodes of Bad Influence. And yeah, we're just going to watch them and just revel in the amazingness of the early 90s. This episode was first broadcast 29th of October 1992. There he is, Andy Crane. What a legend. So I was the priestly sum of 10 years old when this came out. Oh, Streets of Rage 2. There we go. And yeah, and this is what I watched growing up before the days of YouTube, before anything. Oh, it's the Oculus Rift there. Before YouTube and before there was any sort of other gaming TV show, there was this, and there was also Games Master with Patrick Moore. But this was the one that I sort of preferred the most. This is the one I liked the best, and yeah, it was dead good. This is definitely an original idea. Watching this back, this is definitely not something that Nostalgia Nerd has done at all. BBC Micro. We were still using BBC Micros, even though they were 10 years old, back when we were at secondary school, when I was like 15 or 16.
Whatever you've got, it'll be here somewhere. This one's a Neo Geo, one of the most advanced consoles in the world.
These copies are a little bit ropey, but you know,
look at the other amazing things.
It's not doing too bad for its age.
Brad and Dina, our two Humanosaur characters in the video calls, were created on a paint package like this one.
The Amiga, that looks like a 600. I'm pretty sure that's a 600. I never used any of the paint packages on the Amiga.
I can do freehand drawing
Deluxe paint, there we go.
I can choose a square brush and a bigger brush, any size or shape. And there's different colour at the flick of a switch.
Like, this was actually telly, like showing you a paint package on a computer was like actual telly.
Be it a square or a circle, and get the perfect circle there. And then I can fill it in really, really quickly. And instead of using rulers for lines, you can set what you like to
She's legitimately working on that. She's legitimately using that. She's... Look at the concentration. Look at that concentration.
One mistake there. Get rid of it in a flash. You can do airbrushing, which basically is spray painting, which you definitely wouldn't be able to do at home.
Very ropey VHS here.
And one of my favourites is this. It's called colour cycling. And then you can save it to a or print it out.
It's like watching like an 8-year-old explain computers to your nan, isn't it? It's
great.
great.
I'll give it to Andy as a present.
I don't think Rolf Harris has got too much to worry about, has he? We'll be looking at other paint packages in more detail later in the
from
series,
the long prison
this,
sentence, no, I guess
Super Mario
not.
Paint, which will be available for your SNES
Super Mario
after
Paint.
Christmas. In the meantime, though,
I love
we do
that
want
so
to hear
much.
from you. If you've got computer-generated pictures, animations, graphics, anything we show on telly will get this. Go on. The Bad Influence
T-shirt. Bad Influence T-shirt. Look at that.
If you've got any views on
Legendary.
anything to do with computer games, consoles, video games, and we'll give you the address to write to at the end of the programme. In fact, the address and loads of other bits of information will be in what we're going to call the Data Blast.
Oh, the Data Blast.
All you need is this.
The Data Blast. So this was like a cool little thing where they had like cheats and things that were pretty much all in the episode, and then you would just record them on your VHS and then watch them back at like slow-mo. And like, I don't think I ever actually did this, because I like had to watch this up in my bedroom on like on a little CRT telly like that one. Like I didn't have the VHS. That was just, we had one video recorder for the house, and that was down in the living room for Mum and Dad.
Hello, you
Namrud.
Burtlers. Namrud here. If it exists, I've cracked it. And quite frankly, you haven't. Right, we're going to start with something really easy for those of you with small brains and blue hedgehogs. Sonic. When he appears on the screen and waves his finger, press up, down,
left, right.
And quickly hit the A and start buttons together. All the levels are
I thought you held
on
down
the screen,
C and press
so
start.
you can select just which level you like. Violet, this is what level 2 looks like.
So anyway, yeah, that was one of the earliest codes.
That Namrud. You can't believe
that's
that's
like kind of the old Konami code, is that one?
And there'll be more coming up in Data Blast at the end of the programme, so watch out for that. Now, every week we'll be reviewing the latest games.
Lots of plaid shirts going on. Is that Ron Weasley sat next to her?
Games and letting us know what they think. This week's main review is Joe and Matt Caveman Ninja on the SNES. It's a prehistoric action-adventure.
Okay, this is great fun to play. It's really fast. It's good graphics. Oh, I've just fallen down a hole. When this happens,
I can see that.
Angel comes up. You jump over, you've got to hit all the pterodactyls, fall down
And
into
you're
the
falling
hole.
in the hole again.
Jump over.
Not amazing at this game, are
you? You've got to kill all these Neanderthal
you're literally getting hit by every enemy.
Stole all your women folk. So you've got to battle through each level to kill that. There's lots of good things to do. Jumping, hitting people with your club.
There we go, been hit
Basically,
again.
you just got to run through.
It's just kind of like a poor man's Chuck Rock, I guess.
Okay, I'm now on level 6, and this is where you're in the frozen caverns. I just picked up
Although in
some
Chuck Rock,
rocks,
you
they're
didn't get to
different
throw
weapons.
like big
It's a great
spinning rock
fun
wheels.
game. The graphics are smooth and cartoony. The sound effects are excellent, especially on this level.
It's
where
very
it sounds
floaty,
as though
though.
You actually are in the cavern. I've just hit 2 Neanderthal men with my rocks, and now I'm running up to get the bonus, which is extra health. All the platforms are slippery.
He's running up
which
to
makes
get the
it
bonus,
added
which is
realism.
extra health. You
The
see,
music is different on every level,
the
and
kind of
that
vernacular and
adds to the game. It makes it
the
really addictive. And it's easy to pick up
what's
as
the
well.
word?
It gets progressively harder as you go on.
The vocabulary.
dinosaurs, lots
There we
of
go. It took
different
me a while
baddies.
to come up with that.
You've
My
got
fucking
some different
vocabulary's
boards. And the
sinking
good
in
thing
a
about
minute.
this game is
The
if you've got a
vocabulary
plan,
hadn't
there's
been
also 2-player
hadn't been
options.
set. You know.
One of the
like-
best things about it is these end-of-level sprites. It's great fun to play, and I'd probably buy it. Looking forward to seeing it on the Game Boy.
Looking forward to seeing it on the game.
caveman
Ooh.
idea, and the birds are brilliant.
It's a
She
simple
likes the
game, but
birds.
it's really brilliant, and the graphics and sounded great.
So the final scores for
Great.
Joe and Mac. The boys gave it 4 out of 5.
4
and
out
the
of
girls gave
5.
it 4 out of 5.
Oh, it's a good score then. So I mean, it must be at least half
Go
reasonable.
and get a pen and paper.
Not
for
for
this one.
Amiga there.
Pauses. Continues. The word of the week is level code. Well,
Level?
actually, it's 2 words. It's a way of jumping levels that you've already completed in a game. For example, this is a game called
Wow.
Dr. Franking on the Game
So
Boy.
you see,
At
this
the
is
start
how
of the
early it
game,
is. They're
you can choose to enter a
explaining
level code.
what
Of course, there's only 2 ways
about
you can discover the
skipping
code.
levels in
After
games.
each level, they're displayed on the screen, or you can copy this down. You'll start on level 4, Triassic.
Hey, look,
Triassic.
Andy, I'm on level 4.
That's very good, Violet. Time now for our first American report from Z Wright, who's on a sightseeing tour of Seattle.
Well,
Oh,
virtually.
Z-Right. And here we are in Seattle, the hipster capital of the world.
America. Often called the Emerald City, Seattle curves around the rim of Elliott Bay.
Some pretty good ambient occlusion there, if I like you. Like, that's not a bad normal map. If that was just like the base level and then you put textures on top of it, that wouldn't be too bad. That's pretty fucking shocking though.
That has to be my best sightseeing trip ever, and I didn't have to walk a step. That fly-through view of Seattle only exists inside a computer, but it felt pretty real to me. It's called virtual reality, and it's one of the newest ways for computers to present complicated information. Until
Like, I
recently,
mean,
you
you
could
know,
only
he's
communicate
not a
with your
bad
computer
presenter.
in a much
It's
more
just
boring way. Feeding it
these
demands
were always
to
kind of a bit
keyboard
sort
or
of
a
tomorrow
mouse.
worldy
For many
kind
jobs,
of
this is still the best
off
way
on
to
like a
use
weird
them.
little
But
tangent,
some
you
people
know.
need to
And
cope with more
I mean,
information
bearing in mind
that
that
can
this
be
was what
contained on a flat screen.
1992. So this is like what 1990,
Now,
2002.
you
It
can
was like
actually wear the computer.
26
You're
years
no
ago.
longer on the
26
outside
years
looking
ago.
in. The
And virtual
images,
reality is still
sounds
kind
go
of like
straight to
a
your
kind of
senses, giving you a complete
meh kind
experience.
of experience for gaming. I
There's
know
one
like
TV
some
screen
people
for
really
each
rate
eye,
it, but
and
it's not
these are
exactly
stereo earphones.
going. So
And
like
the knob on
25
top of the
years in the
helmet
future,
is
like
called
in
a
the
pulling
past,
it.
you
And it
know,
lets
this
the
was
computer
pointless.
track your
This was a
movement.
real waste of time. There was no way on God's earth that this was ever going to take off.
And there's a whole series of commands that can unlock secret worlds.
So, whole 6 polygons there.
This is the data glove. It uses fiber optics to tell the computer which way you want to go. Up, down, forwards, or backwards. These fantastic worlds are not just fun to fly in. They
Those
demonstrate important new
those killer
developments
whales are
in
missing
computer
front
science.
fins.
They were made here at Seattle's Human Interface Technology Laboratory, or HITLab.
HITLab was set up because there was a demand for this technology in
That
many,
is an
many fields.
excellent blazer.
Architects wanted it.
That's an
doctors wanted
excellent
it.
blazer.
Virtual technology allows scientists to get inside the human body. You can fly around inside a perfect replica of a human eye, pulling bits off when you need to get a closer look.
I wouldn't describe that as a perfect
The
replica.
purpose of the virtual eye was to eventually
Oh, dear
develop
God.
a simulator for eye surgery. We're doing
He's
this
got,
in
like,
conjunction with a
riches.
group called Orbis International. Eye surgeons that
Oop.
that go around the world to various developing
For those people out
countries
there who have a
and do
perfect
surgery on
representation of
blind
people
and
with
teach
yellow
the local
pupils.
folks how to do these procedures. So eventually, people learning these procedures will learn them in virtual reality. They will go in and they will see what looks like a real eye, and they'll be able to practice and be able to correct their mistakes without having dire consequences on real people.
Yeah, I think I would rather have a doctor that was trained by dissecting kind of eyes of, like, you know, other animals, like cows and stuff. Not like when they're alive and shit, but you know what I mean? Rather than like one that's like, well, I played a video game and I had, like, you know, 6 polygons per eye, so I'm pretty sure I know what I'm doing.
Sound that appears to come from the right direction to make the computer world seem much more real.
Wow, and you see that surround sound is future tech. This is what it was like, kids. This is what it was like. Surround sound was future tech. The concept that sound could be both coming from the left or the right, or even in front of you or behind you, was just revolutionary.
The future's looking really good. Instead of buckets and wires, you'll be able to slip into cyberspace as easy as putting on a pair of specs. This is Z-Right for Bad Influence in Seattle. Sorry, in cyberspace.
Cyberspace.
Place to be, cyberspace. See you
If
next
you
week.
saw films like Lawnmower Man, you might have thought that virtual reality was
I've
more
never seen
realistic
Lawnmower
than
Man.
that. But these pictures show us exactly where virtual reality is at the moment. In the film, it's just special effects.
It's also very difficult to convey what virtual reality is really like on telly, because it's a 3-dimensional thing, and telly, of course, is only 2-dimensional. But for what it's worth, take my opinion, it's excellent. Now,
I think we can make the mental leap, Andy. I think we can make the mental leap.
Sonic's back, and this time he's brought a friend. We're playing the Mega Drive version here.
Sonic
Once again,
2.
we take Sonic on a high-speed chase through lots of levels to collect rings. His foxy friend's called Tails because he's got 2.
Oh, actually introducing Tails. Well, actually, because this was the first time Sonic had friends, and the last time those friends were good.
Use both those tails and fly like a helicopter.
The finished version is scheduled for worldwide release on November the 24th.
So look out for that. Don't forget also the future entertainment show from the 5th to the 8th of November at Earl's Court. All the latest in video games and virtual reality will be there, and so will the Bad Influence film crew. Future will be hosting
I like the stonewashed denim as well. You don't see so much stonewashed denim nowadays.
Across the country last week, and judging by the prizes, the Manchester winner Jeff Treasure walked away with finger fiddling and
best arcade joystick ever.
Mario is soon to reappear in Super Mario Kart on the SNES. That fearless little plumber has taken to the racetrack,
man, how naive we were.
And enemies with
I'd love to have gone back and you said just go that. By the way, just to let you know, kid, that's as good as it gets.
Out early December. It promises to have all the fun of Mario Land and more. This time you can see Mario twizzle and spin and even fly when he gets some bunny ears.
Aww. If you still think gameplay requires too much effort, meet the Turbo Touch 360 control pad. It takes the strain out of pad bashing as it's touch sensitive.
They claim to improve your scores.
Yeah, the D-pads
on
on those sucked though, from what I remember.
Most machines should be in the shops by January and will cost you around £20.
And now for a mega first. Streets of Rage 2, the unabridged version. All the street action you'd expect, plus the secret weapons hidden inside ordinary-looking objects. This 16-meg game, the biggest ever for the Mega Drive, should be in the shops in January.
Remember where you saw it first, here on Bad Influence. Now for some more games reviews.
That's true. I remember when that came out, properly blowing my
like
mind.
Nothing you've seen before, a mixture of platform, puzzles, and adventure. Here's Emma.
The object of the game is to collect bots, which are just robots, and to take them back to the spaceship so that they can go back to the home planet. Putty's a bit hard to control because
I can't help thinking that these reviews would have been better if they were done without them trying to play the game at the same time. Like, could they not have just had gameplay footage with the kids talking about it? Like, I get the whole idea of, like, you know, having kids review games and actually, you know, being sort of on screen and talking about it. You know, it's relatable. It's relatable for other kids and stuff. I get that, but why did they have to be playing the games at the same time that they're trying to review them?
It's too sluggish. Great graphics and sound, but underneath it's not a good game.
The graphics are really good, especially the cat, and it's not too fast, and it's pretty playable.
There we go, you see, much easier, much better.
The boys gave it 2 out of 5,
2 out of 5.
And the girls gave it 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5. Ooh, major
Next
split
is
there.
Super Smash TV for the Game Gear. It's a classic arcade shoot 'em up
Super
based on a
Smash TV.
futuristic TV game show. It's already appeared in other formats. Here's Lakesh.
The graphics are kind of dull. The idea behind it is quite
Well,
simple.
all the graphics
Destroy
on the
everyone
Game Gear were
screen
kind of
to collect
dull.
Power-ups. This is the Mutoid Man, and he's the end-of-level guardian for level 1.
End of level guardian. End of level guardian. It would appear that the term boss had not been agreed upon yet.
Just to complete this guy, and I'm not really getting very far, or I don't really know if I am.
Oof.
It's, I'm
like
dead.
to be fair, like
won't really
this
buy Smash
footage is
TV.
not
There are better
particularly
games out for
good,
the Game
but
Gear, and
you know, because
personally,
of
I
the
prefer
recording
Pac-Man.
and everything. But I mean, the Game Gear generally, that's probably actually a very accurate representation representation of what the Game Boy looked like.
Very good on the Game Gear.
Not Game,
And
the
scores
Game
for
Gear.
Super
You know
Smash
what I
TV,
meant.
the
You knew what I
boys
was
only
talking
gave it
about.
2 out of 5, and the girls 3 out of 5.
3 out of 5. Generous, very, very generous there.
And finally, it's
Hey, up.
Battletoads for the NES. Here's Amanda.
Battletoads for the NES. You see, I didn't even recognise that because I've only ever played it in black and white. I know that's ridiculous, but I've only ever played it like all in black and white.
It's one of the monsters, and you've got to kill it twice in order for it to actually die. And then you pick up its bones, and you can hit them with this instead. This is level 2.
I bet
and
not
the
one of
gameplay
these
is
kids got
completely
past
different.
this level.
The graphics are really amazing. I mean, just look at these pictures, and the music isn't
The graphics
irritating,
are really
which is
amazing.
good as well.
Just look at these pictures. It was pretty good. I remember, like, you know, playing this at my mate's house and being like pretty impressed
Game's
by
just
it.
amazing, and I definitely
But-
buy it.
You know,
The graphics are
it wasn't
really
as
good,
good as Streets
but
of
I'm
Rage
not that
1.
keen
So.
on it. It's just gratuitous violence.
I like the graphics. This is a good game.
She
And the
likes the
scores for
graphics.
Battletoads,
This is a
the
good
boys
game.
gave it 4
It's
out of 5,
concise. It's tight. It's
and
to
the
the
girls
point.
gave it 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5. That's fair. That's fair.
Tip of the week. I hope you still got that pen and paper ready. Remember, never share a joypad with someone who's been eating treacle sandwiches. Zool is the
Okay.
best-selling game this week on the Amiga, and here's how to cheat at it. When the game's loading, you get this screen. Type in goldfish.
Goldfish.
The screen flashes. Well, it would, wouldn't it? Because you're now in cheat mode.
Right.
Keys F1 to F6 let you choose any world that you want.
Yeah.
There are some other cheats on the other keys, but you'll have to find those out for yourselves.
Right.
Thanks, Nam. He'll be turning up every week with tips and hints and cheats. But don't let that put you off. There'll be some interesting stuff too.
Yeah, we're going to be asking some serious questions of the game's manufacturers, like
Right.
why do console cartridges cost up to £65?
But Bad Influence isn't just about games. We'll also be finding out about all the other exciting things computers can do, like this, for instance.
And now for something completely different.
I'm sorry, I'll say that
Face
again. And now
meld.
for somebody completely different.
That wasn't quite as painful as it looked. It's a computer trick called morphing, which is short for metamorphosing. You've probably seen it in commercials or films. This
And in
is
the
Igor.
black
Igor
and white
Pullen. He's a very
movie,
clever little
video
robot.
by
He learns
Michael
just like
Jackson.
we do, by trying things out, making mistakes and learning from them. Later in the series, we'll show you how he learned to hop like that, all by himself.
And don't forget the Bad Influence magazine, available from mid-November.
That nobody
It's
ever
packed full of
bought, ever.
tips and reviews and info on the programme.
Nobody
And that's
bought
about it
that
for this
ever
week,
at
except
all.
the competition. And the question is as follows. What are the names of our 2 Humanosaur characters? That's those 2 on the screen behind you.
I don't know, actually,
Here's a
no.
clue.
You did
The
tell us
answer's
at the
not
beginning,
Violet
but I was
and Andy, but if you
talking
think you know
and
what
not
it
paying
is, put it on a
attention.
postcard or a stuck-down envelope and send it to us here at Bad Influence to reach us by next Monday, please. First out of the sack, we'll get a Nintendo Action Pack with Super Scope, but better than that, you'll get a Bad Influence T-shirt as well. Don't forget to video the data blast for the address. That starts in a couple of seconds.
She's looking at him in a
And we'll
really
leave you with a clip of
patronising way.
Sonic 2. It's a very special secret level that only 2 people and a blue hedgehog know the code for.
See you Saturday 9:25 for What's Up Doc. Take care. Bye-bye.
Oh, well, and there we go. That was the first. That was the first episode, season 1, episode 1. I have all of these, so I will probably be watching them all and doing little videos, just like this. Just because I love Bad Influence. It's such a good data blast starting. And there we go. And that was the data blast. So I hope you enjoyed watching Bad Influence with me. And these videos are fairly chilled and relaxing to do. So I'll probably be doing quite a few more of these. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Take it easy. I'll see you very soon. Bye bye.